Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Dan salam Malaysia Madani. Terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada Sister Nani Ruslan dan Brother Zamir Osman, pengacara majlis kita pada malam yang berbarakah ini. Yang berhormat Senator Dr. Zulkifli bin Hasan, Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Religious Affairs, Your Excellencies, High Commissioners and Foreign Ambassadors, Yang berbahagia Datuk Syukur bin Mahmud, Deputy Chief Secretary General, Prime Minister's Department, Secretary General and Deputy Secretary General of Ministries, Yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Sirajuddin Suhaimi, Director General Department of Islamic Development Malaysia Hakim, Senior Government Officials, International Delegates from various countries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Before I read the speech by Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister, I wish to convey his regards and salam to all the attendees, especially our international participants in this particular summit. I will now read the text prepared by the Deputy Prime Minister. Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. When the mother picks up food for her child, she wants certainty that it is safe and pure. When the traveler chooses a restaurant abroad, he seeks assurance that what is served truly respects his faith. When an investor commits to a halal fund, he expects his returns to be both profitable and principal. All of this is built on one thing: trust. The halal industry, at its very core, is about trust. Trust that we where invest in or even travel for is not only safe and clean, but pure in its source, its process, and its purpose. Trust that when something carries the halal mark, it is not just lawful, but also carries the values of integrity, fairness, and responsibility. This trust has never been more valuable than it is today. By 2030, the global Muslim population will exceed 2.2 billion, nearly a quarter of the world's people. Alongside this growth, the halal economy is expanding at unprecedented pace. From a value of over 3 trillion USD today, it is expected to reach 5 trillion USD, which is equivalent to 21.58 trillion Malaysian ringgit by 2030. Spending not just food, but also pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, tourism, logistics, finance, and digital economy. For Malaysia, halal is already a significant pillar of our economy. Today, it contributes 7.5% of our GDP and is projected to rise to 11% by 2030, with a domestic value of 113 trillion USD. Our halal exports amount to around 8 billion USD annually, a accounting for more than 5% of total our national exports. But let me be clear, numbers alone are not our story. Halal is not just a stamp on a package or a certificate on a wall. It is a way of life, a system built on integrity, upheld by transparency, and carried with dignity. It is a system that speaks not only to Muslims, but also resonates with people of all faiths. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Malaysia's halal journey is not new. It is a story that stretches back more than half a century, built carefully, step by step, with vision and consistency. As early as the 1970s, we began formalizing halal standards. By the late 1990s, Malaysia had established JAKIM as a central authority to safeguard halal integrity. From there, our ecosystem matured. Today, Malaysia's halal certification is recognized by 93 foreign bodies across 48 countries and remains among the most trusted in the world. The Halal Development Corporation drives industry expansion, while platforms like GhaS position Malaysia at the center of global halal trade, connecting businesses and generating billions in value every year. These are not small achievements. They remind us that Malaysia's role has been to pioneer, to set benchmarks, and to serve as a trusted global reference for the halal economy. But the landscape is evolving and evolving rapidly. The United Arab Emirates now has its halal national mark. Turkey has created its halal accreditation agency. Indonesia is rolling out certification at scale. And beyond that, multinational cooperation, many not even from Muslim countries, are investing aggressively, branding boldly, and capturing markets. That is why Malaysia will not stand still. We will build and lead the halal economy of tomorrow, not in isolation, but in participation with all of you. We will strengthen standards, expand recognition, and deepen collaboration so that halal remains credible, competitive, and globally respected. Brothers and sisters, when I read the State of the Global Islamic Economy report 2024-2025, the scale before us is rising. Statistics show that halal food alone was worth $1.43 trillion in 2023 and will grow to $1.94 trillion by 2028. Halal pharmaceuticals stood at $107 billion and will climb to $149 billion. Halal cosmetics are expected to reach $180 billion. Muslim-friendly travel, the fastest growing sector, will soar to $384 billion. And halal logistics also is set to rise from $344 billion to $522 billion by 2030. At home, the momentum is clear. In 2024, Malaysia's halal exports reached $13.13 billion, a 15% increase from the year before. Under the 13 Malaysia Plan, we aim to raise this to $17 billion making halal not just an industry but a cornerstone of GDP growth. But beyond growth, this is about momentum. The halal economy is no longer moving in the shadows. It is shaping mainstream industries. Airlines now design entire travel packages around halal-friendly experiences. Pharmaceutical companies are investing in halal-certified medicine and vaccines. Cosmetic giants reformulate products to meet halal standards, and digital platforms are racing to dominate the halal e-commerce market. All of these points to one truth. Halal has outgrown its niche and now defined the mainstream. It is setting the pace for global business. It is becoming the new global consumer language, a language of assurance, innovation, and competitiveness. Distinguished guests, as I have said before, the halal economy is not only about markets and profits. It is about diplomacy, influence, and leadership. It is Malaysia's way of showing the world that a Muslim nation can uphold the principles of Sharia while embracing the realities of a modern global economy. Over the years, halal has become one of Malaysia's strongest forms of soft power. Through our certification, Islamic finance, halal education, and halal tourism, we have built credibility and trust. And trust, once earned, becomes influence. Earlier this year in Jakarta, Malaysia and Indonesia proposed the creation of an ASEAN Halal Council. The vision is simple yet powerful. A unified halal market of more than 700 million consumers. Inshallah, together, ASEAN can rise as a true halal powerhouse. But our vision does not end at the regional level. Malaysia is spearheading efforts to establish a World Halal Development Council, or WHDC, a platform to align trade, investment, and innovation to accelerate capacity building and to drive research and development into real economic impact. The Council will begin with a small but strategic membership, building a coalition that is dynamic and market-oriented. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are to seize the next frontier of halal, we must be bold. Malaysia sees several key opportunities where collaboration is urgent and possible. First, SME upgrade pathways. Too many small firms remain interested in halal but uncertified. We must therefore create easier and faster pathways. Secondly, certification. Today, duplication and delays hold us back. We must expand recognized certification bodies and, more importantly, move towards official mutual recognition across countries so that halal becomes seamless for exporters and consumers alike. Thirdly, deepening halal clusters. Halal parks, halal R&D, and logistic hubs must not only exist but scale, especially on halal cold chain solutions that can serve pharma, cosmetics, and ready-to-eat foods. Fourthly, trade-led deal flow. Beyond exhibitions, we must institutionalize halal deal making. Platforms like GhaS should not only showcase products but also anchor structured GCC ASEAN buyer corridors and long-term agreements. And finally, integration with Islamic finance. Halal must not stand alone. It must move in tandem with Islamic finance. Together, Halal and Islamic finance can create a complete ecosystem, from how food is produced to how it is traded, financed, and consumed. Beyond these strategies, we need a movement that unites us all. That's why Malaysia proposes Halal Plus 2030, a global movement to integrate halal with ESG and ethical consumer trends, accelerate digital halal with AI, blockchain, and line of traceability or LOT for full traceability, bundle food, pharma, cosmetics, travel and fashion into ecosystem packages, and lastly, to nurture future halal leaders through TVET and international training. Halal Plus 2030 is an invitation to bring your expertise, your investment, and your ideas so that halal is not only certified but dignified, not only recognized but respected. Brothers and sisters, Malaysia does not wish to be remembered only as a nation that certifies food, but as one that built a comprehensive halal ecosystem. The world does not need another declaration. It needs a movement. Let this be remembered as a moment we chose purpose over profit, values over volume, legacy over lip service. My hope is that Global Halal Summit 2025 delivers bold resolutions, lasting partnerships, and fresh inspiration, so that halal becomes not just an industry but a global legacy for generations to come. That's all. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Muhammad Senator. Kindly remain on the stage.
And now we are pleased to proceed with the launching ceremony of My GhaS and GHAS system. That to accompany Yang Muhammad Senator, we're delighted to invite on stage Yang Muhammad Senator Dr. Zulkifli bin Hasan, together with Yang Berbahagia Dato' Dr. Sirajuddin bin Suhaimi to the stage.
Yang Muhammad Minister, we respectfully invite you to press the launch button on the LED tube in count of 3 to officially launch the new My GhaS and GHAS systems.
Alright, is everyone in the room ready? Can we count down together in 3, 2, 1?
Process for recognizing international halal certification bodies and approving overseas slaughterhouses and meat-based processing plants for export to Malaysia was handled through manual application submissions.
Starting with the 2025 Malaysia International Halal Authority Board System, known as My GhaS And now, to commemorate this special evening, please welcome the VIPs for a group photo together with all of our guests and attendees tonight. Please make way off the stage, and we would like to invite members from the press and all the official photographers to please take your place on stage to capture a perfect angle of this evening's festivities. Alright, we shall have a group photo with everyone. Hopefully everyone can fit in the frame. Alright, all smiles everyone. I see that there's people already walking. You can fit in the photos. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Can we have a freestyle halal wave? Boleh ya, YB Senator? 1, 2, 3. Freestyle. Minilah. Percik. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being such a support, especially to our distinguished guests and of course to our honorable guests. Thank you to our official photographers and members of the press.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we draw the curtains for the Global Halal Talk 2025. On behalf of Jackie, we extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Religious Affairs, and to all of you for being part of this memorable occasion.
But not to worry, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the rest of the evening. For those of you who still have some desserts left. And of course, we can use this time for networking.
Of course. And also once again, let us congratulate Jackie for the successful launch of My eHub and GhaS system.
Alright, of course, we would like to give a very big thank you. Of course, I will extend our gratitude to everyone who has been with us since the beginning. Now, from the Halal Certification Bodies Convention, HCBC.
And of course, not to forget the International Halal Technical Capacity Development Program, IHTCDB, right to tonight's Global Halal Talk 2025.
Surely it has been a remarkable journey of insights, exchanges, and meaningful connections. And truly, not us forget, the momentum continues with GhaS. We have GhaS, the Malaysia International Halal Showcase at MyTech. We look forward to seeing every one of you there.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we now announce the departure of the Honorable Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Religious Affairs, and our esteemed guests.